Ooh! Bug! Ew!
What kind of bug?
It was that big yucky beetle. That
Pine
long.
bug?
Yes. It landed on my boob. Ah! Those things are nasty. Oh, that means if there's one, there's more. This area that we're picking through, we're gonna flatten out, put some more pit run in. Actually, you can see here's a big pile of pit run right there where Sophie is. Hi, Sophie. And I don't know if you can see how big this is. Hi, Sophie. Hey, Sophie. Yes, here we are getting all dirty. Okay, so there you are. This is, I believe, about 2 loads, maybe a load and a half. Doesn't look like there's much, because we just finished doing some driveway work. Anyway, what I was saying is, this area here is going to be where we end up putting our sawmill. So we just have to make sure that all the really big rocks are pulled out so that we can put the pit run in here, level it out, because definitely with a sawmill you want to be level. You don't want to be cutting big heavy pieces of log and not have that thing leveled. That's going to be interesting. Okay, so there's our dirt squirrel, Sadie. And see this pile of logs, we're gonna be going through some of those on that sawmill. See, there's quite a few here that we gotta work through. Quite a stash. Here you see we got our solar panels out, because we're charging our portable solar station, the Bluetti. It's the brand we decided to go with, and I gotta say, it's a pretty good company. I've run into a couple of issues with one of their units, well, a couple of their units. We have a couple, and they have been really good to deal with. Very good company. And that's it right there. Charging up, and we also have it hooked up to the trailer, so we can charge the trailer so that we can use some things inside that we normally would not be able to, such as plugs, microwave, things like that. And that, as a result, has allowed us to use this little guy less. Therefore, we're not spending money on gas. And that thing's loud. This thing is super quiet. It makes no noise. Only drawback is you can't use it in the rain. It has to be sheltered. So we got to come up with a way to protect it when it's raining outside. Because now, when it's raining, we put the loud gas generator on. Okay, so one thing that we did do today was set up a couple of solar panels and some adjustable mounts. We changed our setup for the fridge, so these are 2 100-watt panels. We're not actually using the right wiring at the moment. I mean, we've got a good gauge, which is tucked in here behind our pile of bricks. But yeah, we have a good gauge, which continues here and then here. And then comes in through the roof, up there, down here into our battery, which right now is a 79 amp hour deep cycle gel battery, but we're going to be changing this to a lithium phosphate, iron phosphate, LiFePO. They're the newer generation type batteries that last longer and are safe for indoor use, whatever. They're just a bit more reliable for things like running fridges. Okay, so here, this is what we're doing now, is extending this driveway. It used to come up to right about here where we're standing. You can see it's nice and worked in here, but beyond, we've had to peel back some of the topsoil till we hit clay. And this is now just the first weekend after putting the first little bit of that down. We've had some rain. It's a little uneven. We're going to be picking some of the larger rocks out of here. But you can see that ground there under the sheds here was level to this area here. So this is how much we peeled off of the ground to get to the clay level. And now we're just putting pit run on, and this completes our driveway. Gotta finish off these edges a little bit. But yeah, you can see there's a big shelf. Now, I was calling this middle section the island, and it actually looks like an island now with the way we have so much of a height difference between the driveway now and the grass. But this area here now is going to be where we will have some just flower gardens. Probably going to relocate the fire pit to this area. Right now we've got this gazebo up. Helps against bugs, helps against rain. We're going to position it in a way that it opens into the garden, and this will just be a nice kind of relaxing sitting resting area. Eventually this tin shed is going to go. Not sure what we're going to do with it, if we do anything with it. It's been pretty good though for a cheap little shed. So all the topsoil that we removed from the driveway here, we've been dumping over here. It's quite a bit. Just to get it out of the way. I mean, what we had going on here was a pretty deep gully. I'm gonna walk over here, get a better sense. Yeah, this used to be quite a drop. It used to be just, I mean, you can see probably by the angles here that we're basically built up on a side of a hill. But right here, this just went from the tree lines straight down. So now it's filled with all of this dirt. That's Sophie's climbing. And eventually we'll probably get to this area and level this out a little bit better through here. And what do you know? Look at that. The chanterelle. I was telling somebody it's too early for them right now, but look at this. July 1st, managed to find one. We usually get them growing through here. I never even thought to check. It's been really dry, but just, of course, the last couple of weekends it's been very rainy. And it is the season. But normally You don't get them until mid-July. First, second week of July. You got it. It depends on the rainfall and the temperatures, but that's usually when you start looking. Definitely that one is a bit too small, but I wanted to pick it and show Mike. Forgot to mention that we have gotten rid of all the pallets that we used to need in this area to walk on because it used to be just mud. So with all the wood chipping that we've done over the past year now, we've collected all of this. I don't want to call it wood chips because there's clearly a lot of branches here, but these little tiny branches don't get chewed up quite as well in our wood chipper. But we've got them coming all the way to the side of the outhouse, so that actually works out well. We've covered this whole area. Used to have a little deck in this spot right here, but we moved it to right there where Sophie is, just as an extra step for the bunkie, because the step that we had before kind of broke. It was a bit wobbly. I didn't like it. Anyway, this whole area now is covered, and gotta say, the mosquitoes are a lot less. Looks a lot better without those trashy pallets. Still got a couple of pallets over there that we gotta move. But this stuff is definitely nicer to walk on than this is what we had here before. Just a lot of leaf litter. And you know, with leaf litter, you walk on it and it stirs up all the mosquitoes. Here's that step. It was just a small little thing, but look, there's a hole. It was wobbly, it was dangerous. So yeah, this is how we've changed this area now. Much better. And most of these wood chips, actually all of these wood chips, came from down there where Mike was working the last couple of weekends, finishing off the big wall of branches that we had built up for the last, well, I guess 3 years. It's taken me so long to get through all of those branches because when they're fresh, they bend and they snarl up the wood chipper, and you gotta stop and you gotta untangle things. So a lot of them have had 3 years to dry. Anyway, this is where it used to be. The big wall of branches is gone. Look at that. It started way up there. It's down here. This is what we got left. Some of the bigger pieces that we can't send through the wood chipper. Our wood chipper will only take 5-inch max. Some of these are too big or bendy. And there we go. So this was our processing area. This used to be just a big mud hill, but I started off and laid down a whole bunch of these wood chips everywhere here, which is great. It'll go back into the soil. But before, this used to be really squelchy. Couldn't really walk here without hearing water squish under your feet. And we were able to even fill this whole area here, in here, so that now we have some additional storage for some of our outdoor tools. This is just a little camo tent. I recommend getting the rounded tops because we've had the ones that look like a house that come to a peak, but they're straight sides and straight roof. Those do not stand up well against bigger snow loads, so if you ever have to make a choice, keep that in mind. This area is densely wooded, with scrappy little trees that we really don't need. Like this kind of stuff. So we're going to be clearing all of this stuff out so that this is going to become our new materials work area for things like, I don't know, if we get pit run, we're going to store rocks and things down here, wood. Oh, there's a couple of mushrooms growing right there. I don't know if you can see them. I don't want to go in too far. Those yellow things, I don't know if you can see those. That's a type of amanita mushroom we have. You might know them as the red ones with the white spots, like the Mario mushroom. But in Canada and Ontario especially, we tend to have the yellow version with the white spots. They're considered a toxic mushroom. Anyway, I don't know if you can see, but all through here, somebody used this as a dumping ground. Trash. It's just, we're finding this kind of stuff just buried close to the immediate camp. This is a fridge. Mike already pulled a mattress just recently. But once we get a lot of this stuff cleared out, then we'll be able to haul this stuff out and get it to the dump. So yeah, you can see this is a very big area that we want to clear. It's very overgrown. But here we have a really great space. I'm going to be processing this felled log, or tree, sorry. Just getting some of the branches off so that we can cut it and run it through the chipper. These big root balls probably going to push over the edge because we got a ravine down there, so we'll let them go over the edge and decompose down there. Here's some of the pallets that we had around the bunkie that we were using as a bit of a boardwalk. Don't know yet what we're going to do. If we can salvage some of the wood, we will. Otherwise, we'll probably just burn what's not salvageable. This is the area, the thick brushy area that we want to clear. And so all of this area will end up being our kind of like work, storage, processing space, so that we're out of the way from camp but close enough to camp that if we need to get mulch, if we need to get some wood or rocks or whatever, it's not that far away because camp is right there. Yeah, so that's probably going to take up the biggest part of this season. As you can see, the trees in the orchard are managing quite nicely. Haven't gotten any fruit except for this year. This tree here, we have apples. 1, 2, I thought there were 3. Where's that third one? Oh, there it is. 3. 3 little apples on this tree. And then here, from this angle, is the driveway extension. So that's good. So now we will be able to drive the cars, the vehicles around without digging up mucky ruts. Okay. So that's the dirty, nasty fridge. It's got stuff in it.
Look in the freezer.
Ew. What the heck? It looks like pop can or something there.
Oh, there's something living in it.
There is something?
No, there was. Or would have been. based on that, like a chipmunk it looks like.
Ugh. And yeah, this is the kind of stuff that we're finding in parts of our woods. Because people used to just bury things. Sadie. Oh my goodness. Look at you. I know you're dirty, but look at you. Sadie, come here. Come here. Look at you. You are disgusting. And now you want to play ball. Oh my gosh. If you dry like that, you won't be able to move. You've got that much muck on you. And then she came into the gazebo and she shook all over me. You little dirt squirrel. You piglet. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Don't even come close to me. You're disgusting. Look at you. Look at you. You're just gross. Ew. Look at you. This is what we have. We have one normal dog that likes to just take in her surroundings and just be chill. And then we got this thing. She is our clown. Oh, my goodness. Why'd you even stop? I don't know. You're not all fully covered with muck. Look, and there's the other one. Our happy little, easy, happy dog. She's so good. I mean, they're both good. She's just normal and easy. You got a little bit dirty, but you're not as bad as your weekend warrior sister here. Yeah. Look at you. Sadie, sit. Look at her underbelly. Good girl. You are so funny. You know what she's looking at? The ball. Because she wants to keep playing. Because this is our little playful clown. Just when you think that she couldn't get more dirty. Oh my gosh. She can find ways. Sadie, you're disgusting.
Are you putting the sparkles on, honey?
Oh my goodness, Sadie. You are just a big mess. This is our camp clown.
Oh my goodness, and Sophie.
And Sophie's dirty too, but she's not nearly as pathetic. Sadie's like, what? What are you guys laughing at?